I was actually minding my own business looking for another video when I came across this particular topic by a young lady by the name of To Eternity and Beyond. She is a Caribbean young lady who lives in Atlanta, Georgia, and she's upset about what's going on with the Carnival. Now, in Caribbean, carnivals are festivals. It happens all over the Caribbean, even in certain parts of South America like Brazil. And she's just tired of the carnivals being infiltrated by other people.
Caribbean Carnival is for Caribbean people. If you are not Caribbean and you attend Carnival, you are nothing more than a guest. So with that, you need to act accordingly, because it seems as though a lot of y'all and a lot of us have lost the plot. Seriously, a lot of people are trying to censor Carnival for them and their culture and their representation, and it's like, nope. Caribbean Carnival is not some festival anybody just gets to show up at. It's a celebration of Caribbean culture and fighting back against colonialism. And these are the same type of people that will also get on the internet and call Job demonic. Like, if you think Job is demonic, don't show up to Carnival. And I said what I said, because how dare you? And if you're not Caribbean and you decide to attend Carnival, don't be waving your flag. It is not the time or the place. If you want to do that, go to your own Carnival, go to your own festivals and celebrations. Don't do that when it's for Caribbean people. That's disrespectful. Y'all only do this when it comes to us. Y'all don't do this when it comes to the Dominican parade. Y'all don't do it for Dia de Muertos. Y'all only do it when it comes to Caribbean culture, and it needs to stop. Show some respect. And to all my Caribbean people out there, we need to start gatekeeping our culture, because now a lot of people feel a little bit too comfortable disrespecting our culture. We are too inclusive. We are too welcoming. We need to stop that shit, honestly.
Now, in this particular instance, she's saying something very similar that Black Americans were saying at the Essence Festival. Listen, we got to gatekeep our culture. Everybody is, benefiting from what we have. You're only a guest inside of the Carnival culture, and she wasn't at this particular time mentioning Black Americans. In fact, it seems like more of her animosity was toward people from the Latino community, not really other Blacks so much so. But again, you can hear her tonality, and she wants to basically say, listen, Caribbeans, like, we're being infiltrated here. We need to gatekeep our culture. And then people started to basically troll her.
You missed my entire point just to sit there and talk about the location where Carnival is hosted. I don't give a damn if it was hosted in China. If you are not Caribbean and you decide to partake in Caribbean culture, you are nothing more than a guest. I'm not saying non-Caribbean people aren't invited to Carnival. All I'm saying is that Carnival is for Caribbean people. Stop centering it around you. All I'm doing is establishing boundaries. And you need to understand that you are not entitled. You are not entitled to Caribbean culture. You can be as mad as you want to. It still doesn't change the fact that you are nothing more than a guest. So with that, you need to fall in line and act accordingly.
So this person says, this only work in your country. You can't come to another country and make the rules fit your narrative. I'm just saying, y'all say y'all too welcoming in a country that's not your country. So she's just saying, listen, wherever carnivals are at, that should be the case. And then, there's some big carnivals, like I think there's one in like Nottingham and in the UK. But I really agree with what the person is saying. You don't live in the Caribbean. Obviously, you grew up in America. You have an accent as an American. You sound like a Black American. And so you're telling people that you're just a guest in a country where you're a guest.
Got him!
I mean, it's just ridiculous. You're trying to gatekeep your own culture when nobody is stopping you from going back to where you are from. That's just like me starting the Black American Festival in Uganda, and Ugandans want to come, and then they start trying to culturally make it theirs or claim it, and then we start telling them, wait a minute, nah, what's wrong with you? This is for Black Americans only. And sometimes that does happen with other groups. Like, you'll have the Chinese come to African countries. Some of them have started restaurants here, and they won't let Africans in those restaurants. It's happened here before. And this is the same thing that this young lady is indicating, all right? And so, of course, some of the brothers from the Black American community got a hold of her video and said this.
Oh, nah, beloved. Nah, we in there. I'm Harlem shaking. I'm getting light. I'm doing the juke. We bringing our American music, American flags. We bringing it all. Yeah, we in there. I'm going to let you know right now. You thought we forgot. Juneteenth, it was all fun and games. Everybody was like, well, it's all for everybody. It's everybody's liberation. It's everybody's for the whole diaspora. Well, guess what? It's everybody's liberation. It's everybody, the whole diaspora. So we coming through, Harlem shaking, getting light, bad one. We doing it all. We bringing our music. We throwing our parties that says American Carnival, Juver, all that. All that. We going in. We ain't forget none of that. We on your heels.
So the brother is saying, oh no, we doing the Harlem Shake. We doing all of our stuff. We're bringing all of the, FBA stuff to the Carnival. And he's talking about that because a lot of non-blacks have started claiming Juneteenth. Now, as you know, Juneteenth is a celebration in the Black American community dealing with the emancipation of slaves in 1865 in Texas. And so that's been celebrated going on 160 years. And so once people from other communities start, getting into the Juneteenth spirit, some of them are trying to make Juneteenth theirs. And again, people in the Black American community were really criticizing this, but it wasn't as strong as what she's trying to say, all right? And so they're like, look, nah, we're going to come to y'all's event and do the same thing that y'all been doing to us for years. And then once he said that, she said this.
You FBAs are so insufferable, literally. Like, y'all make everything about y'all. Y'all are so narcissistic and entitled that you can't even pull your own head out of your own ass. Nobody was talking to you guys. I was just defending my culture. Sit here and bring up shit that happened months ago. That had nothing to do with me. I'm still allowed to protect my culture and call out BS amongst everybody, not just the people within the Black diaspora. Y'all make everything about y'all. It's not about you. Sir, you are too old to have that level of comprehension skills, and you want to clout chase off my video? I don't think so. It's always the old ones that you built like Moto from Madagascar and you want to do all that rapping shit. Stop. Unc, you are too damn old. You want to go back and forth with a 19-year-old for her defending her freaking culture because you want to make this about you. You foundational Black American. You are Black in America, and you be doing all this talking. You're not up here. We are both at the bottom of the barrel trying to act like you call the shots. You don't call nothing. You don't own shit in this country.
So now she's insulting, talking about what he looks like and all of this and, whatever, right? She's trying to roast. But let me just say this. I have noticed that other groups love to gatekeep their culture. I mean, I live in Uganda. Ugandans are very nice, but there's only so far that you can infiltrate into the culture. And to be fair, I understand it and am not really interested in doing so because I don't really understand what's going on. But they gatekeep certain things. There are certain things that you have to do. You're an outsider. If you marry a woman from here, if she's from the Central, you're going to pay bride price. There are certain things that you have to deliver to approve yourself in this country, and you're going to do that when you live here, okay? But the problem is when Black Americans start gatekeeping, that's when people start getting upset, all right? And the reason why people don't like Black Americans talking like she's talking, because all of them talk like this, we're going to be honest. It's not to say that they are anti-Black, because I don't think that, most people are anti-Black. They may talk trash or whatever, but it's not really what it is, or anti-Black American. But people want to differentiate who they are. And because Black Americans have so much equity and value worldwide, when Black Americans start delineating from the other groups, it hurts them more. Let me talk about what I'm saying. I live in Uganda, right? Me being a Black American, it's very little that, I can benefit from the Ugandan struggle. It's not anything that I can benefit off of because I'm not Ugandan. If I come here, I can't gain anything off of the Ugandan plight. The only thing that I can get from it is whatever level of development that they have right now in the country, and how is that a white space or opportunity for me in the industry. And to be fair, Ugandans have built up, certain levels of industry to a certain point where it can be scaled and there's opportunities. So I can get in like that. But now if a Ugandan comes to America and they, do well, they can qualify for certain things by being black. They can now get into HBCUs. They can now get into the Professional Black Caucus. There are things that they can kind of play, that they can get recognized as being a black face, and then now they're a part of the greater black diaspora that's linked to the Black American success story, or beneficiaries of certain levels of income, opportunities. But when you come to Africa or to the Caribbean, you're not gonna, those opportunities are not really there for you. In fact, they gatekeep you out of those too. Africans gatekeep not just culture, they also can gatekeep opportunities. And it's not necessarily a Black American thing, but it happens, even with international companies. So the issue is you can't really get much trying to benefit from other Blacks, but other Blacks benefit a lot from us. So once we talk like this, it hurts other people because Black Americans have so much acclaim or infamy, depending on who you talk to around the world. And if other Blacks can't get a part of that, it's not a problem. To be honest, nobody really cares about the fact that she's talking like this is a Caribbean, because, Caribbeans are many, but, outside of, Jamaicans, and then you have, Trinidadians, it's not really so many Caribbeans. You're talking about Dominicans that speak Spanish. And you can't really benefit from them, but there are Caribbeans that benefit a lot from Black Americans. She's one of them. She lives in Atlanta. Look at Cardi B. Look at Nicki Minaj. All right. They benefit a lot. All right. And again, if other groups get mad about gatekeeping cultures and wanting to delineate, listen to what the young lady is saying. I don't think anything is wrong from what she's saying. She wants to, gatekeep her culture and all that. Okay. Then just don't get mad when the Black Americans want to do the same thing. Don't get mad when they don't want you at Essence Festival. Don't get mad when they don't want you at certain spots. Because then again, now all of a sudden, it's racism, or this is xenophobia, it's diaspora xenophobia. When I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are like this. You look at certain groups, Somalians, Eritreans, Ethiopians, they may not say it. Look at their behaviors. A lot of their behaviors is like what she's talking about here. Okay? And don't nobody got a problem with it. Until Black people in America start talking like this, and it's the problem. Here's the issue. Black Americans have started feeling like this too. All right? And I can tell you to a certain extent, and I'm a person that's in the Pan-African community, there are very many elements of me that feel exactly like how she feels with my community. I'm gonna be honest. All right, you kind of get tired of seeing other groups benefit from what you have done and how hard it is for you to work with other people and you can't benefit at all. Like, there's absolutely no parity in the Pan-African world towards Black Americans. If Black Americans are not contributing almost 90 or 100% of Pan-African equity and intellectual or financial capitalism to it, then it don't exist for the most part. It's very one-sided. We're gonna be honest. And people like her don't have no problem benefiting from what Black Americans can do for her, but you in somebody else's country talking about you're only a visitor to this. All you gotta do is go back. And the reason why Carnival needs other people from other communities is because it's not enough of y'all to make it successful. So just move back to Jamaica or Trinidad and you can be around your folks every day. But here's the situation. You know that your people don't got no opportunities for you out there. That's probably why you're in America right now. Your people can't take care of you. They don't, and I hate to say it, right? But if you're from the Caribbean and you talking like this, the only reason why you wouldn't go home is because you can't go home. They ain't got nothing for you, boo. And we all know that. Every time I hear Blacks in diaspora talk like this and they talk trash, why you not where you from? Because you know you can't get on. You've never been able to get on. Everybody knows it. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Oshay D. Jackson back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Drunk Hour. For all that you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.